Hi HCGers, it's HCG Berry Babe checking in. The last time I checked in was on the 11th, and I'll go back to the graph, and I had come down and I was 156.9 and my lowest had been 156.8, so I was real close, but I said I wanted to vlog because I was feeling like I wasn't going to be down in the morning, and look what happened. Even though I did everything okay, I still went up. And then I started coming down again. So I'm seeing a pattern here. Now this was a cheat, and this was not, but coming down, coming down. Do you see the star? I jumped yesterday 157.1 to today 155.4. I should have more stars. I haven't been at 155 since I was literally 12 years old. So, needless to say, excited. I, however, overdid the gum today. Like, overdid the gum. And that has, first two ingredients are sorbitol and mannitol, and my stomach is rolling and rolling and rolling. So I'm not expecting to be down tomorrow. I probably will be up. I skipped right over 156. I wouldn't be surprised if I was high 156 tomorrow. Had an interesting thing happen today. 2 years ago, I had a tummy tuck. I had 10.5 pounds of skin removed from my stomach. That's a lot. And my plastic surgeon is about an hour and 45 minutes away. Last summer, I had some of the skin on my upper thighs removed. While my thighs are very small, I did have skin forming in unusual ways, and it was very hard to get pants to fit right. So the insurance paid for my tummy tuck because I'd had bariatric surgery, one of the perks. Did not pay for the work on my thighs. While the surgeon is very good, my thighs were not as successful as my tummy tuck was, and I've been negotiating with the plastic surgeon to have a little bit of updating. And so today I saw him again, and I had on this little gown, had my bra on because we weren't talking about the upper half, but I was bare on my lower half. Now, this man, who's quite attractive and a little bit younger than me, has had his hands on my naked body more in the last 2 years than, sad to say, my husband has. So I opened up my nightie, and he said, "You've lost weight." And then he said, he took a look and he said, "You've really lost weight." And he kind of looked up at me like, what the hell has been going on? And I said, well, about 20 pounds. And it really, well, I guess it's 25 pounds since last summer. But finally, just in the last week or so, as I'm getting down to the last 10 or 15 pounds, my midriff is starting to recede. Everything else has kind of been shrinking, but that has stayed nice and full. And so, and I immediately felt defensive because I had a girlfriend who had been working with a plastic surgeon, and every time she would go in, she would have lost weight, and she made him like redo her scars because her skin sagged again, and I was afraid he was going to yell at me. And he said, "Oh no, that's good." I said, "Well, I have to lose lower than I want." So he says, "No, that's all right, that's all right." So I'm scheduled for late fall or late September unless they get a cancellation. But he was a little disgusted with me after the tummy tuck that I was having a real hard time. Well, he was actually disgusted before the tummy tuck because I had trouble breaking 200. I had trouble breaking 200. I couldn't do it, and I decided to go ahead and have the tummy tuck done because while I was losing weight and getting smaller, my shape hadn't changed, and so my body image hadn't changed, and it was so hard for me to comprehend that I wasn't 260 or 300 pounds again, that I was actually running at 200 pounds. After I had the tummy tuck with the shift in my shape, I'm not having to always wear my blouses over so far over to cover this huge hanging stomach, that it really helped my attitude and helped me push past that 200 into the Wonderlands. And so when you guys have your Wonderland dance, I know what that means. So I'm fully ensconced in the 100s, but it was funny. I was talking to Gail at the dinner, and I was talking about being 265, and she got kind of a puzzled look on her face, and I was running 165. I said, see, my brain is still in the 200s. So just interesting that he got such a kick out of that I lost weight. And I'm getting a kick out of it too. But this 155.4 doesn't seem real. And I was up pretty early this morning too. I didn't have to go back to bed to get that. So that's, oh, there were some other things that I was thinking about talking about. Oh, I was feeling like I wasn't losing. I mean, I was puttering and puttering and puttering, and so there were, when I thought back over what three things, there were three things that I had done differently in the last 3 days. One was, not today, but the previous 2 days, I did half an hour to 45 minutes of walking. I figured I'm smaller, I need less calories, so therefore I have to expend more energy in other ways. So I've just been trying to do gentle walking. I also had gotten some Garcinia cambogia drops, and I've done at least 1, sometimes 2 doses of those for the last 3 days. And the third thing was that I started eating Chocolate Delight. I had some in the refrigerator, and I thought, you know, one of the girls was talking about how for some people that's a jump start. So those were the 3 things that I have done differently. Plus, I've been very on my mop. Today, I exceeded with the gum, and I exceeded with the protein. I was out of town, and when I got home tonight, I was having some blood sugar issues. And so I know I ate too much protein, so that with that and my stomach rolling around, I'm not anticipating a loss tomorrow, but I'm more confident that eventually it will go down. So they've promised to call me if they get any cancellations, because end of September is not good for me. I need to find a job, and if I've got this hanging over my head, it's going to be hard for me to push forward to do that. So I could get a call at any day that I need to move on it. I think he does his surgeries on Thursday and Friday. I'm sorry, I'm kind of jumping around. So I wanted to be sure to check in tonight, because once again I had good news today, and I'm thinking tomorrow morning's not going to be such good news, and I wanted to check in while the glow and the buzz was still on. So that's all I have for now. Bye-bye.